Hi, everybody. This is Lee, and this is another update on the McQueen for Congress campaign. And that's for everyone who's wondering, how's the campaign going? It's going. And lots of things are happening. We came up with a logo. It's basically outline of Arkansas in green with District 4 on inside, and it spells out McQueen for Congress with the 4. So it's very straightforward, very clean, uncluttered, direct, and to the point, and informative at the same time, because that's how we roll. So that's the logo. It's on the website, and of course, it's available for perusal and contemplation. There's been a lot of updates on the website, lots of additions. You can check the news section where there's the blog. One new thing is that I wrote out a transcript of the Green Party Q&A that I had. This was back in October 29th. I interviewed with the Green Party in Little Rock, and there was some trouble with the sound, and so I transcribed it, and it's available at the official website, the transcription, so you can find it there. And then also, for those of you who do have time and you want to contribute in some way to the campaign, we can use your help using that transcription to add closed captions to the video, which is on the YouTube channel. And so the transcription you'll find on the official website, and then the video is on the YouTube channel, and they allow closed captioning by viewers. So if you can help us out that way, I'd appreciate it. It's a pretty long process to actually transcribe it. And so I'm still writing various articles and think pieces and doing research. And so I could use some extra eyes and hands to help me do the closed captioning from the transcription. So that's something new. Let's see. I'm also doing something fantastic. It's called Three with Lee. And this is a way that you citizen journalists out there, I know that there's many. I see them on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere, everywhere with the cameras, that if you catch me in the streets, that you can have 3 minutes of an interview. And I carry a timer with me, and I've got a list of the criteria also at the website, Three with Lee. And basically, it's, you have 3 minutes to ask me about the campaign. The campaign. That's what you asked me about, nothing else but the campaign. And then please keep it clean so kids can actually view the video. It's basically what I'm asking for. So this is the timer right here. It's actually 3 minutes and 30 seconds, but 3 minutes and 30 seconds doesn't rhyme with Lee. 3 does. And so 3 with Lee. And I flip it over. And then you have 3 minutes to interview me on the streets. And it should be fun, I think. I've done those on the spot, on the street interviews, and I enjoyed it. Now I'm the subject, and so I'm happy to discuss the campaign and why I'm running, what I hope to see happen, things like that. Very important to get the word out. And then there'll be more criteria listed at the website of how to upload it, or please use Three with Lee in the title, and send me a copy if you don't mind of the interview, and post it to social media so people can see Three with Lee. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to discuss the social media links that I have so far. Been working on that. Let's see. We've got our official website, which is McQueen4Congress.wordpress.com. And then there's the Facebook. There's me on LinkedIn. There's me on YouTube, of course. There's me on Twitter. There's our Crowd Pack, which are fundraising. And then our GoFundMe, which is the fundraising. And then our post office box, which is how you can write or send money orders or check donations or contributions. And then we're also working on merchandise, a place where you can get that logo on various different items like backpacks and bags and hats and shirts and things like that. So lots of things are happening. Any way that you can participate and communicate with the campaign, it should be available. All of the links are keyed off the main website. So if you go to the main website, you should find everything that you need to find there. If not, you can drop me a note, add yourself to the email list, and we'll see what we can do. We're gearing up for the Ballot Access campaign, which is starting December 1st, which is Friday. And that means I go out in the community and I get 2,000 ballot signatures, which means I probably better double that number, maybe triple, triple my fund, to make sure I have enough ballot signatures to get on the ballot. And that the ballot deadline is March 1st. And so for those who are wondering if I'm on the ballot, no one's on the ballot until March 1st, really, which is, well, at least as the independent, I'm not until March 1st. Other political parties have their ballot lines. I have to get the support of the community to put me on there. And so if you see me headed your way, you're an Arkansas voter, please consider signing my ballot access petition for single payer, to have a voice for single payer health care, to have a voice for renewable energy, to have a voice for local economy, and then also many other things that I'm in the race for. That I'm running a Bernie Sanders type platform, and that I'm planning to govern or legislate along the lines of Shirley Chisholm and Barbara Jordan. That's what my goal is. And so definitely working for the people, putting people ahead of profits, making sure that we are all taken care of here at home. And that there are many reasons why I did join the race, and that it wasn't just for fun and kicks and giggles, even though I do kick and giggle a lot about it. It's for very valid reasons, and I have concerns that date way back, talking about jobs, renewable energy, infrastructure, things to push our country forward. And that this dates back for years. As you can see on my YouTube channel, the McQueen Press channel in particular, goes back to 2010, although the videos that are on there actually date back to 2009. And so I had them on Blip TV at first, and they got distributed to iTunes and here, there, and everywhere. And then I moved them to YouTube in 2010. And so it dates back pretty long ways. And then let's see. So I've got commentary like on the Queen line. I talked about that back in March and April of earlier this year. And then now it's going to trial. It's a federal case now where the Clean Line is under federal review. And so that's in Arkansas and Little Rock. So things are still being decided. Renewable energy, energy efficiency, sustainable agriculture, jobs, everything. I've been in that arena for a while. Public affairs commentary. Not necessarily new to this, definitely true to this, because I definitely believe in that. And so you'll find a lot of information on all these social media links that date back. And so let's see, I talked about the 3 with Lee, and then also I'm going to talk about the fact that I am running as an independent. In a race that many considered highly partisan, that congressional races have flipped back and forth between Republican and Democratic, that we've had Republican and Democratic senators, we've had Republican and Democratic congressmen, and I'm saying that it's time to come off the merry-go-round, that it's time to stop playing musical chairs and gamesmanship and treating our lives like a joke. That going left and going right is something that Arkansas has done in the past. But it's a new day, and that this day Arkansas needs to move forward. Left and right game playing, that's been done. It's time for Arkansas to move forward. And so that's why I'm running as a progressive. I'm running on a platform that's accountable to the people, not to a party boss in Little Rock. or a party boss in Washington, D.C., or a House leader in Washington, D.C., and certainly not to a corporation who has already bought and bossed me. The people of District 4, the residents, the citizens, the voters, the electorate, that's who I'm running for. And so that's why I'm out here, hoping to meet more people, talk to them about many, many different things. And that we have leadership currently that seems very indifferent, that the leadership will talk to business leaders, but not actually talk to residents. And so we've seen that disconnect and the harm that it's caused, including the opioid crisis that's been raging through this community. And that on the opposite side of our state line, we have the state of Texas, that several, not just one, not just two, but several, many of the Texas counties have decided to join in with other cities and counties across the nation and actually suing Big Pharma for the harm that they have caused to the citizens of their regions. And then we see leadership that's pretty much indifferent, not really having it soak in that this is a health crisis, and that, like the state of Texas, it's probably better to criminalize the criminals who misled people on their prescriptions and the dosage rather than the victims. And that there's also lawsuits against big insurance happening over the state line in Texas. And that this needs to be paid attention to, that for those leaders who feel like they want to collect those campaign donations from these industries and then throw the residents under the bus, they might be able to give you campaign donations, but they can't vote for you. That the residents who wish to save their own lives will cast a ballot to save their own lives in 2018. And I'm sure that they want to vote for someone who will vote for them in Washington, D.C. And so I will. And then also with the marijuana situation, the medical marijuana situation, we have leadership who, even today, after the citizens and voters of Arkansas decide to vote up medical marijuana, there are some who will still say, well, that's a vice. Medical marijuana is a vice. What are you saying about the citizens of your own state that you claim to represent who decided to cast a common sense vote for medical marijuana and make that available? What are you saying? It's already been decided, and that, again, Arkansas is moving forward. That's the past. We're the future. Arkansas moves forward. And so, there's a long list of things I can get into. I'll even speak on a few votes. There's more. I'll just speak on a few. That my opponent in this race decided to cast a vote to fast track former President Barack Obama's Trans-Pacific Partnership. He voted that up irresponsibly, I think, for the harm that it would have caused not only the workers, the environment, human rights, civil rights, the ability to use our own legal system, but it actually was an attack, many people feel, on the very foundation of the U.S. Constitution. Our sovereignty as a nation would have been sold out by the Trans-Pacific Partnership. It was an irresponsible vote, and he voted for it, which is a problem. He voted yes for the Financial Choice Act, which weakens Dodd-Frank's Wall Street reforms, and then the Consumer Protection Agency. He voted yes for the American Health Choice Act, which was actually a wealth care package universally loathed by the electorate, the majority of the population, including in Arkansas. He voted yes for the Tax Cut and Jobs Act, this most recent $1.5 trillion giveaway to corporate oligarchs, which would decimate Medicaid and Medicare and probably other social programs here in the state of Arkansas, since the state economy of Arkansas is actually tied to federal tax code. So problems. And I, look at these votes and I wonder, who is he representing? Is he representing the working class families? Is he representing blue collar workers with these votes? Middle income workers? Is he representing consumers with this vote? is he representing the citizens who put him into office? And so I questioned that. I joined this race for these reasons. The House seat race for Arkansas's 4th District, that there is public policy decision making that really concerned me, and that corporations are not humans. We the people are the humans, and that we need someone who recognizes that. And then finally, the Natural Resources Committee, of which my opponent is a member at the United States House. He sits on the Natural Resources Committee, which has fast-tracked his universal tree health care bill. And they're calling it a tree health care bill. Some are calling it a giveaway to the timber production companies. I have said that I'm going to vote up the industrial hemp legislation to actually ease the burden on our forests here in Arkansas. The Republican delegation in the state of Kentucky, they introduced that legislation for their state, and I will be voting that up if elected. I will join with them on that because I do believe that we could use that industry here in the state of Arkansas to ease the burden on our forest. But anyway, the Natural Resources Committee, of which my opponent is a member, fast-tracked the tree healthcare bill and then decided to stall the human healthcare bill. And so the optics on this are that tree healthcare gets fast-tracked, human healthcare gets stalled. And in the meantime, we have the opponent in this race who's sitting on that committee going around shaking his finger at people, telling them that they're bad little children who don't deserve anything. That's why I'm in this race. I just don't believe in that. Anyway, so very thankful. We just had our Thanksgiving, and I'm so very thankful for the offers of assistance that people have come through in many, many ways. That we've had this austerity decision making, but we still have people who believe that an Arkansas can belong to all, which I feel that it can, and that they are contributing to the campaign by check or money order or online, and you can find that at the main website, how to donate. They are spreading the word, and you can also see online how to do that, help us spread the word on social media, by email, by passing out flyers that are available at the website. You can download those PDFs and just hand them out. Some of them are bills that handbills that you can just cut into squares and hand out, and some of them are full page. Some of the people are writing letters to the editor, many ways of supporting the campaign, attending our events, and then writing statements of endorsement, which we appreciate very much. And so it's a grassroots campaign. Everyone can pitch in, get in where they fit in. We've got people in the state of Arkansas, in this district, helping out. And then people even outside the state that I've known and met over the years who are helping. And I appreciate each level of assistance. These campaign contributions really help us with the printing costs, with travel and transportation, office supplies, very practical things, and then also the programming. We've got our expanded and improved Medicare for All program coming up. It's Thursday, December 7th. Talking about single payer healthcare, how it's financially feasible, how it helps small businesses by releasing small business owners from the necessity of constricting their size of their employee pool, and then also their profits, and then also releases them from just the administration headache of trying to sort out which type of insurance is best for their employees. That's what single payer does. And so we're looking forward to that, looking forward to many things. The Ballot Access campaign, the 3 with Lee street interviews. I'm going to time. All sorts of things. And so lots of things going on. I'm going to get back on it, get to work, and try and get some things figured out today. Lots to do. Let's run for Congress.